Hello everybody and welcome back. It's that time of week again where we predict the scores in the Championship. Yes, we've reached game week 7 and first up on Friday evening, 8 o'clock kickoff time in the UK. We've got Plymouth Argyle coming up against Luton Town. Currently Plymouth 20th position. Luton now is back-to-back wins in the division. Plymouth Argyle last time out a 1-0 reverse against high-flying West Brom. In this one, I think Luton could get something here at home park, and I think they will. I think they'll come away with all 3 points in a 1-0 victory. Looks like Luton's season is getting on track now. We then move on to the first of the Saturday fixtures. This takes place at 12:30 on Saturday lunchtime. Blackburn Rovers coming up against QPR. Blackburn, I think they've won all their matches at home. I think there's 3 of those. Taking on a QPR side, just one defeat, currently sort of in the middle of the table. 4 draws in the last 5 matches, a 1-1 scoreline last time out for the R's, and Blackburn Rovers being held against Preston in this one. Blackburn at home, I think they'll continue that fine form, and I think they'll come away with a 2-1 victory. We then move on to Pride Park, also lunchtime on Saturday. Derby County taking it on Norwich. Derby are stronger at home than they are away. Norwich 2 wins in their last 3, but you could say that about Derby as well. But that 4-1 victory for Norwich would have given them plenty of confidence in that last match against Watford. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 away win to the Canaries. Next up, also at 12:30, I've got Sheffield Wednesday coming up against West Brom. West Brom 5 wins out of 6, and Sheffield Wednesday is 4 defeats in their last 5. Last time being defeated against Luton Town. Only 1 winner in this one, and I think it's going to end up as a 2-0 victory to the Baggies. We then move on to the MKM Stadium where Hull City take on managerless Cardiff City. Got Reza in charge for Cardiff City as at the moment an interim boss. Can Cardiff stop the rot? Only 1 goal scored this season. Hull City getting a good 3-1 away win against Stoke last time out. You know what? Maybe we'll see a point from Cardiff. They've got to shore up the back. They can't score, so I'm going to go for a 0-0 scoreline. We then move on to Ellen Road where Leeds United take on Coventry. Coventry being humbled, you could say, against Swansea last time out 2-1, and Leeds beating Cardiff at the Cardiff City Stadium last weekend in a straightforward 2-0 victory, and I can only see 1 winner in this one. I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory to Leeds. I think Coventry will get a goal. Next up, we move up to the Riverside where Middlesbrough take on Stoke City. Middlesbrough couldn't score in that derby last weekend against Sunderland. Stoke 4 defeats in their last 5 matches, so I think Middlesbrough take all 3 points here in a 2-1 victory. It'll be close. Then we move on to the Den in London. Millwall taking on Preston North End. This has got draw written all over it, so I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. We then move on to the Kasem Stadium where Oxford United take on Burnley. Burnley back-to-back wins now after a bit of a stutter. A close, hard-fought win against Portsmouth last time out. And Oxford being defeated against Bristol City late on in that match, but according to a couple of Bristol City fans, shouldn't have got anything in that match. So in this one, you've got to fancy Burnley to take all 3 points in a 3-1 away victory. We then move on to Fratton Park with Portsmouth take on Sheffield United. Only 1 winner really going to be in this one. Portsmouth second from bottom, 3 defeats on the road. The Blades doing well, so I'm going to go for a 2-0 away win to Sheffield United. We then move on to Vicarage Road, also at 3 o'clock this one. Watford will be looking to bounce back. 2 defeats in the last 3 matches and getting smashed 4-1 against Norwich last time out. And Sunderland, another win. You'd fancy Sunderland in this one, but it is a Championship. Watford get a draw. Tight one this one. I'm going to go for a 1-0 away win to Sunderland. Then we move on to the final fixture of the weekend, where Swansea City take on Bristol City in a little bit of a 7-side derby. Bristol City beating Oxford, of course, last time out 2-1. The Jacks, an excellent win against Coventry, and you've got to fancy them to take all 3 points in this one. I'm going to go for a similar scoreline to what they both did in the last match, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to Swansea. So those are my predictions for game week 7. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Superbru website, because the likes of Ferro77 did last time out, and he was top scorer in game week 6 with 20 points, narrowly beating Evon 2020. And the overall leaderboard, Big Bad Bob right at the top of the leaderboard, smashing the opposition, currently on 66.5 points, followed closely by Newton Abbey 65 points, and Ferro 77 whizzing up the table on 65 points there also. So then guys, those are my predictions, and see you all next time.